Hello and welcome back to the Female Striving Over 30 podcast, and welcome to season 3. We're so excited. We had the best time in season 2, didn't we?
Yes, so much fun.
I feel like we had a really diverse range of guests, which made it so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had like pageant people. We also had like Diane Gilman, all the way from the US. Thanks to you getting us that guest. She was fantastic. What's been one of your highlights, do you think?
I think for me was like, when we started this earlier 2024, I was like, well, not really expecting much. Let's do a couple of interviews. I thought it was mostly going to be pageant girls. And I remember opening up the thing too for interviews. And I was like, wait a second, Jasmine, like we're doing interviews every 2 days or something like that. Like, we're not gonna gonna have so many episodes. Like, what is happening? Why it has exploded so much? So to me, I think it's been like how much people have actually like received the podcast and like how much they like the interviews that we're doing.
Yeah, I think having that diverse, like women from diverse backgrounds, is really important. I feel like, especially when we did the breast cancer awareness month stuff as well, and we also had Laura on talking about her clinics as well. All of that stuff's so important, and things that we maybe don't recognize in our everyday lives or talk about in our everyday lives. So yeah, I think it's amazing that we ended up with so much variety in the types of people that we had on.
I just realized, like, we started the breast cancer awareness month with Diane, as a breast cancer survivor, and we finished it with awareness for, like, before, like, being aware of what you need to do to try to avoid having breast cancer or caught it very early stages. So I didn't even plan that.
I know.
It just happened.
I feel like
better, or maybe we can do this more often.
Well, it was supposed to happen like that.
Yeah.
You've got to trust the universe. That's what the universe wanted. I feel like we could do some stuff like that again, though. Themed months, I think, would be really cool for season 3 as well. And we already have so many fantastic guests lined up. And we're going to do a lot more duo episodes, which I'm excited for.
Yeah, because like we put a poll on during season 2, not exactly what kind of episodes people enjoy the most. And the duo episodes were by far like the ones that people really liked. I think obviously because most of the women that are listening to us are also millennials, and we're talking about a lot of my millennial things. But guys, we have a list of really nice duo episodes to do this season. Yes.
I feel like they are they're like the most fun. I feel like I know you like 1,000 times better than I did when we first started doing the podcast, because like this, we ended up talking about things that you would just never like talk about. Like, we've seen each other's pictures of like all the eras of when we were younger with all the different hairstyles and the makeup and stuff.
You know what? I was driving the other day. What was I going? One of my long trips that I do sometimes. I was just like driving and I was like, let me listen to our podcast, like, why am I gonna listen to other podcasts? Let's listen to us and just get us some more listens, the episode. And the episode of the photos came up and I was like cracking up, like, as I was driving, because I was just like completely forgot that we were talking about this. And then I was like remembering the photos. And I was like, oh, this is hilarious. And for everybody that is listening, if you want to see the episodes, we are uploading them to the YouTube channel, Female Striving Over 30. So go there and then you will be able to see what you're listening to, but with video. And obviously the teenage photos.
Oh no, don't do that.
With video.
Don't do it.
Go watch it. It's so funny. It's so funny.
I'm going to report it. I'm going to report it on YouTube. Get it taken down.
No, it's so funny. And you know what? I was thinking, like, maybe the next one that we have to do is photos of us in our 20s.
Yes.
Exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
See how we have evolved, if we have. I mean, yes, we have, but you know what I mean. See how much our style has changed.
Even, to be honest, I think now, I feel like I've kept a very similar style for the most part from like my adult years, from like my 20s onwards. And especially with being a lecturer at the uni, like I see obviously all the young, like 18 to 21-year-olds, and the things they wear are so different. Like I'll get ready at home and I'm like, oh, this is so, I'm looking super stylish today. And then I go in and I see what they're all wearing. I think like, I'm not stylish, not for that. You know, not for the actual current trends, because they're all like, they're wearing like juicy velour tracksuit bottoms with
Back,
juicy
like
on
the
the
juicy
bum.
couture
Yeah,
ones? Are they
yeah,
back on?
yes.
I love
That's what
that.
I mean.
I love it.
You're gonna have
I'm gonna
some.
have some. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna ask for some for like my Christmas. Dear Santa, can I have some juicy couture? I've always
This
wanted to have some, you know?
have you? Well, you're gonna have to get some
I'm
now.
gonna have
Now
to
you
get
know that
some
they're
now.
super stylish.
Yeah. Because in Spain, I don't think we ever got juicy couture, the tracksuits, but I saw them on Paris Hilton and I
Yeah.
wanted to have them. I
Yes.
never could.
And now's your
And now I
chance.
sweatshirts.
Yeah.
Yay!
Well, you know, like the IGM girls did that his photo shoot. We've seen the
Yes.
pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Even just like what they're wearing in that is actually like the fashion now, isn't it? A lot of the
Yeah.
younger people are dressing in all the
Yeah.
90s, like it was early 2000s more what
Yeah.
they did, wasn't it? But that kind of like era, that's what everyone's wearing now.
Yeah. It's just like,
So yeah,
what was it, like 20 years ago?
yeah. So maybe we should just compare ourselves to like actual. Maybe we could just do us now in comparison. We could look through like a magazine
Mm-hmm.
for like fashionable young people
Like now
and see if
or back then?
we should look at a magazine now
Now.
for fashionable young
Okay.
people and see whether we actually are fashionable and cool still.
Okay.
Like, do we actually fit all the things that they're telling them to buy?
Okay. Clearly,
Well,
me
do they
now.
even read
I don't think I am
magazines?
now, but
Yeah.
it's worth checking.
And we can style ourselves like the current trends.
It'll be fun. That'll be so much fun.
I'm not wearing low-rise jeans though.
Oh my
Sorry.
God, who was talking about that the other day? I think I was in bed watching a TV show. I don't know which TV show. Ollie asked me, "Did you have some of those low-rise jeans?" And I was like, "Yes." And he's like, "Oh," and I was like, "Hell no, I won't be wearing them again." He's like, "Were you just showing your bum?" And I was like, "No, I was showing my thong that apparently was a trend, and I don't know why." But they were like so different. Like I don't know if you had that here, but in Spain you had thongs that had like hanging things in the back, so you could just like wear it over and just show them. And I was like, that was so
like
tacky.
charms?
No,
Hanging
yes,
things?
yeah, like
charms on the back?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Maybe, I'm not sure if that was a thing on. I was a few years behind you. Maybe I wasn't quite old enough to be wearing the charm thongs. But I do remember, like, wasn't it like Christina Aguilera, like Dirty music video? Didn't she wear stuff like that? I feel like that's where it must have started.
Mm-hmm. It was so tacky, but I wore it.
Well, it's probably coming back around, so if you want to do it again.
Thank you.
Thong out the juicy.
I will have to buy them, like, I don't know how many sizes bigger, so I could just wear them over normal jeans, like almost like here, like over my, like almost reaching my armpits, so you could just see them. Thank you. But I'll find a photo. I have a photo.
Yes,
I'll show you.
Okay, right. So we need to do that. We also were going to do that we didn't do last season. People's pictures from when they were younger, and we were going to react to those.
Yes,
so we can do. To be
honest, guys, we need to up our game on Instagram and stuff, because we need to start like maybe posting more and more stories and get more participation from everybody, so we can just get you guys sending us your photos so we can react. But it needs to be like a side by side, so we need to have like the young one and then now, so we can just see the glow up.
Oh yeah, and then we're going to be because I used to love watching all those like makeover shows. I feel like makeover shows was such a thing when we were a bit younger. Like, I feel like they're not as common now.
No.
But it was all the rage, wasn't it? Like the makeover, like 10 Years Younger, all of those shows.
Yes.
Love a good makeover. Yeah. So I'll enjoy that.
Yes. No, we have so many good episodes coming as a go, and then we have really nice interviews lined up as well. I feel like we're gonna be recording season 3, and we're gonna have, I think season 3 is gonna have even double the episodes of season 2 if we let it, you know? Or we're gonna have to do like season 3 to like May, and then from summer on, then do season 4.
Yeah. One a year.
Yeah.
Get these big seasons, 1 or 2 a year, maybe.
Yeah. Or because I feel like we've gone from like the seasons of the podcast are like TV shows now, where you have like just 6 episodes. That's a season.
Yes.
And now we're going into the seasons when we were younger, where seasons had
Yeah.
like 20 something
Yeah.
episodes.
We're going to have like the world's longest seasons.
Yes. Yes. Now we're going back to our origins.
Mhm.
Jasmine, like that's who we
Yeah.
are. We like seasons
Yeah.
with 20 something episodes,
Yeah.
not with just 6. That's
The
boring.
thing is,
We
like,
finish too
young
quick.
people now just lack any, you know, commitment, concentration for long periods of time.
I mean,
But
don't get
we're
me
here for the
wrong.
over 30s,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. No, I agree. Don't get me wrong. I lack concentration sometimes as well when I'm watching a TV show, but I like to be able to be invested in a season for a long period of time and not be
yeah.
like, oh, it's finished. 6 episodes, it's done. Bye.
Yeah.
No,
I feel like
agree.
for the podcast as well, I feel like 1 a week for a long period of time is perfect.
Yes.
Because all you need is just like a drive, like you say, long drives. Just like a drive in your week, or even if you listen to it in 2 parts, like to and from work,
Yeah.
on your lunch break. Like, podcasts are so convenient to just listen anytime, anywhere. And because we're having such diverse range of women on here, it's almost like going to like a little networking event where you'd
Yes.
go and meet somebody new and you'd learn about them, but you'd been able to do it in a way that's so accessible.
Yeah.
And hear from women all over the world, all different industries, all different backgrounds, all different wisdom to share.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can gain so much. I gain so much from interviewing everybody.
Me too.
So I'd love to listen.
Me too. And again, as I said, like listening back is always good as well,
Yeah.
because like, oh, what about that we did this, and then
Yeah.
I'm listening to myself and I'm like, actually, my English is not that bad.
It's good. Your English is so good.
I was
Honestly.
just listening back and I was like, ooh, I'm talking fast and I'm making sense, and it's not that bad. It's not as bad as I think it is when I'm recording.
I think you had a bit of flair, a bit of pizzazz. No one wants to listen to me with my boring accent.
No, not at all. I think we're a good duo. And I think like one of the things that we are going to try to do in season 3 is, obviously now we have a couple of interviews already lined up, but I think we're going to try to pick a topic and try to get a guest for that specific topic, so then it's engaging for everybody. So make sure that you suggest topics that you want us to cover, and suggest as well people that you would like us to interview, because that's how we got really interesting guests last season.
Yeah. I think, definitely. Like, as soon as we've had one person as well, then they have suggestions of other people. And as soon as we get out of our circle of people, the more we get people from more diverse industries and stuff. Because obviously we interact with people that are like us, right? So we all like interact with people that have similar interests or in a similar industry. So as soon as we get out of that and speak to somebody from some other industry that we're not involved in, they then have somebody else that's even further disconnected from the stuff we do. So yeah, anyone that has any ideas, I would love to get somebody who, like a sportswoman in. I think that would be a really interesting conversation as well. And something I definitely could not comment on.
It's so hard for me because I know a lot of people, but they speak Spanish. So, I mean, if you guys are interested in doing a podcast where I do interpreting for the interview, we could get some very interesting women from Spanish speaking backgrounds that we could interview. So let us know.
Yeah. Yes, I'm open to that. As long as you let me know what's going on.
Yeah. It will be like I will just like be an interpreter. So you will ask the question, I'll translate the question, they answer, I translate the answer, and we'll go from there. Same thing as I do with the Miss Universe girls and Grant and all of those ones in the other podcast that I am in with my boys.
Yeah.
With my lady.
I think that would be great because, again, that's even more like diverse backgrounds, isn't it, as well? We can get all the rest of the Spanish trends on there, see if they were doing what you were doing when they were.
Absolutely. And again, mate, that is making me think, would everybody be interested in maybe interviewing people, taking into account that the UK is such a diverse country in terms of ethnicities and, there is a lot of immigrants. Would you be interested in us trying to reach out to communities where we have women that have immigrated or are daughters of immigrants? We can interview and just see how, maybe like coming to the country gave them an opportunity, what they're doing, and all of those things.
Yeah. I think the more like different types of women get on here, the more insightful it is, the more motivational, inspirational. So yeah, 100%. I think let's put something on the Instagram as well and give people the opportunity to give us suggestions. And maybe we can put like, they can vote for different types of topics that they might want to see, so that we give them some options and then get people to vote.
Sounds good.
As
so
well.
Everybody make sure that you keep an eye
Yes.
our Instagram to vote for all of these things. And also, please let us know what you're thinking about our nice photos for this new season that we are launching.
Yes. You're going to see them before we've taken them, because we haven't taken them yet. But by the time you hear this, we will have taken them. So I hope they're nice.
In the future.
So yeah, you're going to vote on, to be fair, you're going to probably have voted on most of this stuff before you ever hear this as well. But we will be putting more things out. So be prepared to vote. Yeah. By the time you've heard this, our Instagram and TikTok are going to be popping off, because between season 2 and season 3, things are getting hot on our social media. So by the time you hear us, we're probably celebrities, to be fair.
Well, what can I say? We're getting there.
No, exactly. That was the beginning, guys. That was the beginning. You saw it here first. This is where we started. By the time you hear this, we're in Hollywood,
Yeah. We have our own documentary, our own reality show.
Yeah. Living with Diane Gilman in America.
Oh yes, Diane, please take us. We'll be happy.
Yeah.
We are really good, well behaved.
Yeah.
We are not going to be in the way. We'll help you with whatever you need.
Yeah.
We just want to be living there with you and be inspired by you every day.
Yeah. And we want to wear all the jeans.
Of course, yeah. I'm pretty sure they were not low rise.
Well, thank you for joining us for episode 1. We are episode 1. Oh yeah, episode 1.
Episode 1 of season 3.
I thought I said season 1. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 1 of season 3. We are so excited for this season, and we are so grateful for the last season we had as well. We've had so many incredible women, and we've got so many lined up for this season. So please keep tuned, keep listening to all our episodes. Make sure you're following us on Instagram at Females Thriving Over 30 and on TikTok, where you can go, and we'll have loads of TikToks on there because we're going to film them before season 3. So there'll be lots on there that you can go and watch. Vote for what you want to hear from us. Message us with anything you want to say if you want to be on the podcast. And we will see you again very, very soon for our next episode.
Yay! Bye!
Bye!